Step right up, it's Red Dead Redemption 2 time. You'll find a ton of secrets, Easter eggs, and references hidden all over the place. Some are creepy, some are funny, and others are downright weird. I'm Justice with the Leaderboard, and we'll see you at sundown for a list of our favorite Easter eggs in Red Dead Redemption 2. Number 1, still a better vampire story than Twilight. It's the Wild Wild West. But that doesn't mean it's all leather chaps, guns, and horses. Although there's a lot of that. Rockstar has left us with a whole bunch of spooky stuff to find, like ghosts, witches, UFOs, and even a vampire. Yes, in Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a vampire in Saint Denis. Sadly, he isn't played by Tom Cruise. All throughout the city, you'll find clues in the form of emo vampire poetry written on the walls. It's a lot of flowery language about blood and necks and darkness, typical vampire stuff. Once you've found all his poetry, a small X will appear on the map, marking his location. He tells you to stay away, but of course, you don't. And you shoot him in the face. At least I did. Loot him for some stringy meat and bat wings. Yum. The Donkey Lady. The Donkey Lady refers to a pretty famous glitch from Red Dead Redemption 1, where you were able to ride this lady with the head of a donkey and the body of a woman. It was pretty hilarious and kinda disturbing. And it looks like Rockstar is taking this glitch in stride by referencing it in the second game. Near Two Crows in Cholla Springs, you'll find the remains of a woman with a donkey's skull tied to the post. It's scary as heck, but funny if you get the reference. Best not to look this gift donkey in the mouth. Number 3, Red Harlow. It's bad Red Harlow. Baddest man in the whole damn town. If you've never played Red Dead Revolver, you may not know who Red Harlow is. But in Red Dead Redemption 2, you'll probably have heard his name mentioned a dozen or so times at the campsite or in a saloon. Red Harlow is the stone-cold main protagonist in Red Dead Revolver. In the 1880s, a couple of years before the events of Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Harlow is the deadliest gunslinger this side of the Mississippi River. The murderous bounty hunter is tracking his parents' killer and becomes somewhat of a legend across the frontier. He is yet to appear in Red Dead Redemption game, but we're still holding out hope that we'll catch a glimpse. Number 4, Welcome to the Jungle. It's a swamp out there. In the marshlands of Lemoyne, the dense foliage hides a fun surprise. East of the Kamasa River, look up in the trees and you'll come across a giant orange snake hanging from the branches. If you've watched The Jungle Book, you'll notice that the snake is a dead ringer for Kaa, the large orange hypnotic snake that's always trying to eat Mowgli. Keep those creepy peepers off me. So there's Kaa up in the trees, but where's Mowgli? All grown up apparently. A man raised by wolves can be seen running in the woods in the Roanoke Valley in North Annesburg. Just listen for the unmistakable human howl. Be warned though, unlike Mowgli from The Jungle Book, this guy is not safe for work. If you keep following him up to his cave, you'll be attacked by a handful of gray wolves. Here, you can choose to hunt him down or leave him be, but I know you'll probably kill him, gunslinger. Number 5, Nikola Tesla meets Frankenstein. One of the best missions in Red Dead Redemption 2 mashes up Nikola Tesla, Frankenstein, and AI. Too bad it's pretty easy to miss this one. You'll find Serbian inventor Marko Dragic hanging out in the park in Saint Denis, and he shares a lot of parallels with the most famous Serbian inventor, Nikola Tesla. Talk to him, and you'll be invited to his lab at Doverhill to start a bright bouncing boy quest line. You'll notice that Dragic's lab is pretty much a shot-for-shot replica of Nikola Tesla's lab in The Prestige. And if you haven't seen The Prestige, you can just watch it or SparkNotes it, I don't know. In the lab, Dragic will introduce you to his latest creation, his presumably bright bouncing boy, a sentient robot. All is well, and you leave the somewhat bizarre inventor and his creation. Don't forget about him though, because if you return 2 days later, you'll find that tragedy is struck. Marko Dragic is dead, and his baby boy is missing. It's up to you to speculate what happened, but I think we can all agree that he tried to hug Dragic but accidentally activated the buzzsaw function. Oh robot, your love was real, but you are not. Take the electric lamp, and you'll find the robot somewhere in the mountains in Coulter, slowly mumbling Papa. Reboot system! Reboot!
Speaking of life-changing inventions, wait, how did I get here? Oh, must have been our new Stream Deck. We have it customized with a Call Sydney hotkey. Our friends at Elgato sponsored this video, and they hooked us up with their Stream Deck that can integrate directly with Twitch, YouTube, and more. Its 15 LCD keys are fully customizable, but it won't come with a Call Sydney hotkey. Hey, look, another Easter egg. Justice, back to you.
Number 6, Bears, Pigs, and Men. Oh my. This is hands down the most unsettling thing I've ever seen in Red Dead Redemption 2. And there's some stiff competition. I've seen mysterious pentagrams, heard voices, and met some crazy people. How about those evil dead locked up in the small cabin in Braithwaite Manor? Peer in and you'll see a possessed woman just counting numbers. But nothing gave me the heebie-jeebies more than the mutant experiment in New Hanover. Located at Roanoke Ridge, near the Van Horn trading post, you'll find an abandoned-looking house with one of the second-floor rooms lit up. Climb up and you'll discover the horror that is the man-made mutant. What is it? Why did somebody make it? Is it gonna come alive at some point? What happened to the person who made it? So many questions with none that I want the answers to. I only need to know one thing. Is it the legendary man-bear-pig? Number 7, the return of Charles Kinnear. Inventors always get laughed at, but the people who laugh at them don't last for long because the inventors die young, at least in Red Dead Redemption. Charles Kinnear is one of the minor characters that you'll meet in Red Dead Redemption 1 in the quest Daedalus and Son. With John Marston's help, he builds himself a flying machine and proceeds to immediately plummet to his death. In Red Dead 2, you'll find reference to his father, Atlas Kinnear, at one of the picture shows. Atlas wanted to learn how to fly, but like Icarus, went too close to the sun, or lantern in this case, and died in a blaze of glory when his giant wings caught on fire. His death paved the way for his sons Percival and Charles Kinnear to live out his unhealthy obsession. In Cholla Springs near Armadillo, you'll be able to spot a crashed flying machine with the name Charles Kinnear. Another one can be spotted in the northwest corner of West Elizabeth. You know what's more fun than a flying machine? A gaming machine. Win your own by entering the Leaderboard's ongoing free console giveaway. Head over to theleaderboard.nyc/giveaway and log in with a social account to enter. Number 8, for those that hunger and thirst for righteousness. Rockstar knows you miss your Vanderlyn gang buddies. As a somewhat nostalgic or morbid touch, you can visit all the graves of everyone that has died throughout the story. They're not marked on the map, so good luck hunting them all down. You'll find the graves of Ginny, Davy, Sean, Kieran, Lenny, Hosea, Eagle, Susan, and of course, Arthur Morgan. Arthur's epitaph reads, "For those who hunger and thirst for righteousness." Which makes sense if you didn't play him like a murdering outlaw like I did. Here's a fun Easter egg. If you head near Coots Chapel, you'll find a gravestone that's written Cowboy of No Name. It's a reference to the famous Clint Eastwood spaghetti western film, Man with No Name. Number 9, My Bonnie Lass. Bonnie McFarlane is one of the main characters in Red Dead Redemption 1. She doesn't appear in Red Dead Redemption 2, but we do get a clue as to why she remained single for so long. Not that she needed a man, she has a ranch to run. Travel south of Armadillo to Latinx Station, and you'll find a deserted town that's been evacuated due to an outbreak of cholera. There's not much to see, but if you head over to Van Horn Trading Post, you'll come across a body on the ground. Now there's no reason to touch some bacteria-infested corpse out in the middle of nowhere, but if your curiosity gets the better of you, he'll suddenly spring to life, recover from your mini heart attack, and he'll say, "Tell her I never stopped." In his hands is a letter from our very own Miss McFarlane, which reveals the backstory to her mistrust of men and distaste of romance. We don't see her in Red Dead 2, so I'm guessing she never gets this letter. Sorry, Bond. Number 10, Cowboys and Aliens. Let me introduce you to the excellent cowboy movie mashup, Cowboys and Aliens, first released in 2011, starring Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford. The movie is ridiculous, but I'm pretty sure the team at Rockstar has watched and embraced its wisdom. In an abandoned shack in New Hanover, you'll find a pretty gory scene. It looks like a sort of cult ritual has taken place, and it did not seem to go well. I told you not to look into the light. Go up to the cult leader and read the mysterious sermon that will tell you to come back at 2 a.m. Return at said time, and you'll be treated to a mysterious green light emitting from a hovering UFO. It disappears pretty quickly when you leave the cabin. The second half of the sermon hints at another UFO, as they worship once again at the peak of Mount Shan. So hike up there, and at 1 a.m. a UFO will appear in the sky. It's smaller than the first one, but it's definitely a UFO. The truth is out there. Number 11, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. When the sun goes down, it can get pretty creepy in Red Dead Redemption 2. If you find yourself in foggy weather in the Blue Water marshlands, walk around and you'll suddenly hear a ghost apparition saying, "I always loved you." What in tarnation? She comes out of nowhere to scare the bejesus out of you. But if you return the next couple of nights, her appearance is a little less of a surprise. You'll be able to encounter the ghost 16 times, and after the last time, she disappears forever. With each bit of her one-way dialogue, you'll be able to piece out the tragic story of a girl who fell for the wrong guy. In your last encounter, she asks her phantom lover to meet her by the tree where a noose hangs. Her grave is in Shady Bell by the river, and it reads age 19. Tragically took her own life and others on September 4th, 1883. Her entire family is buried there, so I'm guessing the "and others" was them. She's not the only ghost haunting this game. Also found near those creepy-ass swamps is the ghost train. It only appears at night, and your horse gets pretty spooked by it. We really can't blame it. Number 12, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Another movie reference makes its appearance in Red Dead Redemption 2, this time to the Coen brothers movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? In the movie, 3 convicts escape their hard labor sentence in Mississippi. Still in their shackles, the trio runs around the country to pursue freedom and buried treasure. If you travel through the border between Lemoyne and West Elizabeth, you'll come across a chain gang of 3 prisoners. If you watch the scene, eventually they'll feign a fight and murder the marshals, take off into the woods, and escape. This is a pretty close rendition of how the trio in the movie escaped. Number 13, Achievement Unlocked. If you're a fan of watching video games on YouTube, and we know you are, you might be familiar with Rooster Teeth and their ongoing series, Achievement Hunters. Founded by Jeff Ramsey and Jack Patillo, the guys go around and complete achievements in games. Rockstar has immortalized their dedication to gaming by making them characters in Red Dead Redemption 2. If you're fans of the show, you'll be able to recognize their voices pretty easily. Jack Patillo is a hotel owner in Valentine, while Jeff is the clerk over at the Valentine train station. Check out that trademark bushy mustache. Number 14, the BFG. Big Friendly Giant. One of the longest running Rockstar gags is Bigfoot. The Sasquatch has been mentioned in almost every Rockstar game, beginning with Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. In Red Dead 2, he's pretty difficult to find, and to even begin the quest, you'll need to study over 30 animal species. To hunt the giant, you need to travel up to the Wapiti Indian Reservation, where you'll randomly find a flock of birds leading you to the east. Embrace your inner outdoorsman and zoologist, and follow them along the mountain, where you'll eventually find a rocky den. Approach, and an extremely friendly voice will call out to you. "Hello there, friend!" You'll then hear Bigfoot's woes of being too big to have friends. Number 15, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. For the side quest, The Noblest Man and a Woman, you get to bounty hunt some of the Wild West's most famous gunslingers. After killing the last one, Jim Boy Calloway, you'll be given a custom Schofield revolver with the words Canis Canum Edit carved into the barrel, translated from Latin as dog eat dog. It's the tagline from Rockstar's game Bully. If anyone from the company is watching this, we're still waiting on that Bully sequel. Well there, partner, we've reached the end of our list. Red Dead still has about 100 or so Easter eggs, maybe more. Let us know in the comments below which were your favorites, and check out some of our other videos by clicking the links in the description. I'm Justice with the Leaderboard. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.